I bought a house using money meant for my sibling. So my parents had this thing where they'd been saving up money for years to help us kids out when we got older. My older brother Austin was supposed to get his chunk first because he's 29 and was looking at buying a place. I'm 25. They had about $68,000 set aside for him and told him about it last year. The plan was they'd give it to him this spring. Here's the thing though, Austin's been living with his girlfriend Britt for like 3 years and they've been talking about buying a house together. My parents were cool with it. They liked Britt well enough and figured it'd help Austin finally settle down since he'd been bouncing between apartments forever. But then last November, I found out my parents were actually holding the money in an account under my name. Like legally, it was my account. They set it up that way years ago for some tax reason I didn't totally understand. My dad explained it to me one night when I asked about how the whole thing worked. He said, "Don't worry about it. The money's for Austin. We just structured it this way." I didn't think much of it until February. I'd been renting this garbage apartment for 2 years, and my landlord told me he was selling the building. I had 3 months to get out. I started looking at rentals and everything was insane. Like $1,500 for a 1-bedroom that smelled like mildew. I was making okay money at my job, but not enough to throw away on rent forever. Then I saw this foreclosure listing. Small house, needed work, but it was only $72,000. I could actually afford it if I had a down payment. And I kept thinking about that account with my name on it. Technically my account. I went to the bank on a Tuesday, walked right in and transferred $65,000 to my checking account. The teller didn't even blink. It was my name on the account. I put $50,000 down on the house that Friday and kept the rest for repairs and closing costs. I didn't tell my parents for 2 weeks. Just went through the whole buying process. Inspection, paperwork, all of it. The day I got the keys, I drove over to their place and told them I bought a house. My mom looked confused at first. She asked how I afforded it. I told her I used the money from the account, the one in my name. My dad's face went completely white. He asked what account. I said the one with $68,000 in it. Had my name on it. I bought a house. He just stared at me. Then he said that money was for Austin. I said, yeah, but it was in my name, so legally it was mine. He started raising his voice, asking what the hell I was thinking. I told him I needed a place to live and I wasn't going to keep paying rent when I had access to money that could actually build me equity. My mom started crying. She kept saying we promised Austin that money. We told him he could count on it. I said, well, maybe you shouldn't have put it in my name then. Austin found out the next day. He called me screaming, said I screwed him over. He and Britt had already been looking at houses in their price range with that money factored in. Now they had nothing for a down payment. I told him to save up like everyone else has to. He hasn't talked to me since March. Britt sent me a long message about how I ruined their future and I didn't even respond.